The Frontline with Kukwanan, only on CTV. The Frontline with Kukwanan, only on CTV.
The woman at the center of the storm, Abba Gifty, who is accusing the self-styled self-imposed Nigerian man Chukwudi Jude, has vowed to undergo DNA test with him to establish the truth about her claims that he is the father of her daughter. Speaking to the Frontline, she stated that DNA test exercise would serve as the final determination should Chukwudi Jude continue to deny the allegations. Tonight, we throw the Pearson spotlight on the above request. I am Kweku Annan. Tonight, I'm coming to you live from the very HQ here in the studios of CTV. Of course, dozens are picking it tonight. Let's start with our very own in Sunyane with the dial 88.1 FM. Then in Western region, they are picking it on Tadi 99.1 FM. London is lifting it on GOB, broadcasting on modernghana.com and tuning still on GOB. They're lifting it on www.gobtv.tv plus Apple Music. The information super dial tonight is lifting it on my CTV GH and the Frontline Ghana for quite some time now. You know, all the two networks are flying. My CTV GH is running, the Frontline Ghana also running. But then what you need to do is to subscribe to both channels. In case the one falls down, you are hooked to the other and then you're cool to go, folks. Plus the interactive segment on a WhatsApp line 020-297-3461, and all the dozens of messages will be read shortly. Folks, I'm welcoming all viewers here in Ghana and around the world to the greatest investigative magazine show, of course, broadcasts on this very television, CTV, the Frontline show, live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Gradually, folks, we are wrapping up the year. Today, of course, is the 1st of December 2025, the year of our Lord. December it's a fresh week with a fresh month. We are just beginning on a fresh slate, and that's the beauty of it. Of course, tonight we are back with this very expose. As you know, it's been how many days, weeks that this expose has been revealing something quite disturbing, and also can be described as a purely immoral matter of this self-styled Nigerian man who has been here for quite some time, and this platform has broadcast a lot of issues about this Nigerian man and these issues refusing to go. Now, this is the story we are not, as it were, broadcasting to, if you like, whatever. It's a purely immoral matter. But again, folks, guess what? Oh, it is only like somebody will say, Charlie, wait, oh. Nigerian man will say, wait, you, wait, you, wait, you. It is only the time that, you know why? Bad stories will come at you only around the times that you are climbing into the ladder of leadership. Bad stories will, bad stories will come at you only when you are going for glory. For example, you are becoming a member of parliament. For example, you've been appointed as a high-ranking government official. For example, you are a chief executive officer of what? Something. The only time you are climbing the ladder into some positions, that is where said bad stories. In Africa, it sometimes doesn't really come much. Yeah. If you've observed, in Africa, we don't often see this, but elsewhere in Europe and the Western world, my goodness. And I'm sure those of you who love politics and other stuff, you are following the issue of the Epstein's file, the Epstein's file. Yeah, guess what? The Epstein's file is more than 20 years ago. Yeah, the Epstein's file. Oh, but guess what is happening? That the U.S. Congress have voted that, hey, Donald Trump, whether you like it or not, we are going to bring the Epstein's file and probe the Epstein's file. Who are in this very Epstein's file? Epstein was one of millionaires. He's a Jewish American, big time. And the troubles of Epstein, you need to read it. It's not a story for me tonight, no, but it's an example. Now you would ask, how many days, weeks, months of this story, or years? But today, the Western world, the Americans, the U.S. Congress want to open the Epstein's file and figure what is in it. And then the probability that many top American politicians, including Donald Trump, would be wanting in the Epstein's file. And that's one unique thing I love about, the Westerns and European democracy. Not here in Africa. For us, we love burying things. Oh, for this one, keep it here. Bury this, that. But then, even until recent times in Africa, there are issues that pops up whenever the person is going for a position. For me, there's nothing against it. All that you need to do is to come and defend yourself. The issue may be 10 years, the issue may be 20 years, 30 years, it doesn't matter. And again, the reason why such matters will pop up is that particularly when the person is going or is at the apex of a certain leadership and believes that it is believed that that person must be above a certain moral conduct, or that person must behave in a certain moral aspect of it. And then it begins to, as it were, manifest that, no, that isn't the conduct and the lifestyle of the person. Then that person quickly comes under Pearson scrutiny or the Pearson spotlight. So in the case of this self-styled Nigerian man, who has been here for God knows how many days, weeks, months, years, let alone that he's his own man sitting his own somewhere in East Legon. I'm not quite sure, nobody will have time for him. But the very day he announces to the people of this country that he is a king on our soil, two, he has also what? He has also created a parallel kingship across our 16 regions. Number 3, he says what? He's an ambassador. He is also all kinds of titles. He's a philanthropist. He's this, he's that. Plenty. And above all, he believes that he's here to help sanitize and grow the Ghanaian society. And I believe that's also on the heels of this. He earlier told Ghanaians that we are uncultured and we are doing all sorts of things. That's no problem. So if Ghanaians are uncultured and he's here to help us behave well and be cultured, hallelujah. You see, you see how, you can do whatever, be that of, consider it to be that of an error or a crime of some sort. But there's always been this, that crime has no expiry date. So it would only be until one particular day when you are climbing into the, the leadership, the ladder, then somebody will say, hey, wait a minute. Call that guy, wait. And you know why? I've always said this and maintained. And it's a saying that he who preaches equity must what? Your guess is as good as mine. Must come with an equity hands. Must come with clean hands. You are preaching equity, come with clean hands. 2, if you want to what? If you want to be an apostle of the paragon of virtue, if you want to be the apostle of the paragon of virtue, it is again expected of you to what? To be seen with a certain exemplary order lines that cannot pass unnoticed. Yeah. So, all of this plus many, that today, an issue such as what? This self-styled Nigerian man is under scrutiny of being what? Accused of alleged what? Giving birth to a Ghanaian child and allegedly refused to taking care of the child. But for me, as Africans, I don't see really that big deal about this. And I'm being very blunt. Yeah, I really don't see much of a big deal about the fact that, oh, Chukwudi has given birth to a Ghanaian child or some sort. I don't see the big deal. But it is a big deal, again, at the sight of many, at the sight of himself, his followers, and the kind of what? The preaching he's out there. Master, there is also the saying, that we must practice what we preach. Oh, yeah. Or I'm lying. Who sang? There's a musician with that. Is it Luther Vandross? You know what? We must practice what we preach. That's it. For me, I've known this Nigerian man from afar to be that of a bit religious. So assuming that if this man is giving a talk, that he should come and give a talk at a program to the youth of this country, as he continued to say, he has taken care of many youths, and he's to advise them. If he's to advise them about a man who is refusing or has refused to taking care of a woman that he has, impregnated, what will be his advice? When he himself has been accused ostensibly to have involved in that same issue years back, and it's alleged that he refused to take care of that. What will be his narrative? What will be his concern? What will be his delivery? For me, I think that he has to address the issues today, folks. So somebody spoke to me over the weekend and said, oh, Kweku, this issue is quite embarrassing, but what is it we can do about it? And I said, there's nothing I can do about it. I am not either judging Chukwudi of this, but for me, it is also somebody's family issue. It's a pure family issue. Depending that the person want to keep the issue, Ghanaians, listen, depending that the person want to keep the issue as what? As a private matter or otherwise, that person want the world to know that this XY person who is claiming to climb into the apex of leadership and then to pour his plans, his visions and his ideas onto society and make society a better place is not a good person. I'm not the one to go and advise the person, oh, don't treat it, don't bring this issue out or something. No, I have no right. No. That's why I said, if we are preaching the paragon of virtue, we must also come with a certain characteristics that is of worthy of note. Folks, tonight, the matter of Chukwudi or the Nigerian man and that of he being accused of what? Giving birth to a Ghanaian child and allegedly refused to take care of is still lingering. And tonight, what are we going to do? If you recall, in my intro, I said, the woman at the center or in the unfolding storm has spoken to the front line, and what's the woman saying? She is also now urging that, hey, we must go for DNA test. That is if the self-styled Nigerian man is refusing to admit to this. But then again, quickly let me place it on record that the supposed letter that was brought to us, that earlier we've dealt with it and we said that no, this letter is not for us, even though they sent it to us. Chukwudi said, producer, are you there? Yes. Yeah, look into Chukwudi's letter. You will see a portion in that letter that says what? And I'm trying to use a particular word that if Chukwudi said, the Nigerian man said, if he's challenged, he will submit himself for DNA test. It's in that response. Check it and then highlight it so that we show it to Ghanaians. So folks, where we are now, where it's quite delicate and quite slippery again. However, may I emphasize the point, and emphasis is mine, that the woman at the center of the storm is also coming from the backyard of this same preposition. Okay? So, it is not the front line. Somebody thinks that it's the front line that is pushing. Somebody wants to tell her story. We must echo the story. But before, we did so many checks. We did so many investigations, including that of knowing that we wrote a letter to the man in question. And here we are. Now we are moving to another deeper side of where the man said, if challenged, he would avail himself or submit himself for DNA test. And now the woman has also spoken to the Frontline that, Frontline crew, I'm ready for this exercise. But tonight, we want the woman to come out publicly, not quiet. Even though she has spoken to us quiet, that Kweku, I am in for this. We are going to interview her tonight to speak to the public, the global world. This program is what? GPS. It's a global public square. It's a GPS. She will speak to the Frontline show and then tell us as to what this DNA business is all about. And of course, from there, we believe that Chukwudi would have to set out a team. The Frontline, of course, we know we are also at the back of this woman, so the two teams will work together, and then we'll see how this DNA exercise will come off quickly. And then we put all of this into the global listeners and viewers, folks. So the matter is getting quite interesting. Now, on Wednesday, we are speaking to one of the big doctors in America. Yes, a Ghanaian-based doctor, very powerful doctor in US, has called on the Frontline show and want to speak to the Frontline to educate us more about such, controversies of DNA and blah, 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 and all of that. And of course, on Wednesday, we are going to do that. So more things coming. Friday is a holiday. I'm so happy. Friday is a holiday. So my last show will be on Wednesday. And of course, the year, December, this is the month I love. I love December off. We'll be goodbying you soon. And you also goodbye so that we all go and rest. Rest and rest well and come with fresh ideas, fresh and powerful energy to start the year 2026, the year of our Lord. So folks, tonight, gauge the space. Still on the bill, I'm going to reveal something to my listeners and viewers. What is about to happen in this month of December about some of these self-styled crooks, thieves, criminals, rogues, ragamuffins of your men of God tonight? Even though I earlier said this issue about what? Because next year the Frontline is going to do the biggest expose in the body of Christ. I'm sure you know of that. So we've started the build-up. That's not the expose. That is just the build-up. But in between time of the build-up, then this expose crossed in, and we said, no, let's hold on to the build-up, and then we'll do further build-up as we go on. But tonight, today being 1st December, I would have to remind you what you need to know. Some of these your crooks, pastors, pastors, is that how you say it? I want the Nigerian version. The pastors, the prophets, the bishops, what they are about to do from now to when? 31st. And I need to give you a highlight. And I'm going to show you two men of God tonight. One big man and some lukewarm, and their lifestyle. Yeah, I'm going to show you one big man and another one, a lukewarm kind of guy, but he's a crook. Lukewarm, but very crook. And what you need to know from now to when? 31st December, watch night, what you are going to see. Yeah, don't fall for it. Okay? Don't fall for it. They are a bunch of rascals. They are a bunch of rascals, bunch of ragamuffins, bunch of what? Crooks, thieves, and rogues. Good for nothing. They don't have anything for you. Pray your prayer. Beginning 1st of December, commit yourself unto thy God, the Most High, and pray that God protect me from now until this month end. And then God, unto you I usher my soul, my spirit, my body, myself, my children, my family, my everything into your hands. Please, God, protect me and my family and lead us and usher us into the new year. Pray. Pray every day. As long as you can, pray every day and usher yourself into the hands of the Lord. Against the walls of this world, against the walls of the evil world, against demonic attacks in your family, against demonic attacks from your workplace, against demonic attacks against your marriage, against demonic attacks on your businesses, against the demonic attack on your children. Do this. Take this prayer point, write it somewhere, and begin to administer this prayer unto yourself and your family, and see if the Lord thy God, he who was and is to come, will not protect you. Leave that man of God to do his own thing. He's a criminal, he's a thief. He's simply what? Stealing your minds. Yeah. When we are cromfo, when we are with folks, let's get started with you. Minimisa when boni ni yakwem. Minimisa boni biasu ni wakwem. Boni biasu ma yakwem. December 1st of December na yasha asano. Emu ode munse ma Christ. Oni ye diniye ankasa. Oni ye diniye. Pa. Se me wo bere anchemeto sa anwum na ma. Oni ye diniye. Nyame tumfo oni ye diniye. Oni we diniye oni mi diniye. Oni ye nyara, including this nation, oni ye diniye. Regardless of say ekukudam abrimpong enintini enimpong womina tetiato. But in all of this, through it all, God has been faithful to this nation. Regardless of your politicians being criminals, being thieves, being rogues, being rascals, and looting this nation, daylight, looting the coffers of this nation. But God, still through it all, God has been good to us. He has what? He has shown a smile on our, he's always putting a smile on our faces, isn't it? Yeah. Oni ye diniye dudu o. Oni ye diniye. And na sinkuto ni edebema no. Ni akasa Asaf Yehowa. What dum binti eniete enya wo sofo mi hia wo sofo no manari. Ja wo sofo no for now. Do not anything I may share and then to muni me bill because my catches we expose we are nebe bomb so but I need to do this quickly because many of you know one more be share say a print nyama we wo madwene so akromfo criminals we me be yimienu bi akere one big man of God and then a lukewarm guy this one de onu eye bi ebeba eye pani bi obewu bia ye be call national events national gathering bi ye koi ubehu no was eye na se so onye papa sa he's a self-styled crook. He's a crook. And next year ubehu the way expose be say power mo so ntama munye papa ye hweye the America cha on say bria e wumi December being and there first Nyankopon wonim se waye okese wo wonim se tumi wo mu you have the power but untiase the only human species onte no on value on wankasa ne source of wealth and how God created him or her him the black species. It is only the black being and on not dream say o susu say o huni say o fan say o dream say Nyankopon ni the rest of the human species out there, bibi nipe eno on tin se miase. Opese otiase nso a enyeye eno ntimi ntiase. Akere se one office Nyankopon ni today bia no he's looking for why no want to say if you study psychology you understand this about the four cardinal of the human species being phlegmatic, melancholy, sanguine and choleric. Black people represent choleric. No, sorry, they represent melancholies. Yeah. Black beings, black nature represent the melancholies. Because the melancholies always have the penchant of asking questions. Questions such as, why this, why this, why this, why this, why this, why me, why? And they turn out what? Weeping on top of it. They always think that no, something is wrong, something is not worthy of them, or they were not created from the brighter side of life. No, that's the sentimental. Sana be before it here. Nanso Yakuponi wabu wiase ne all bodo wabu wie dida. Oma yetumi according to Genesis 1. Tumi ni kuta yen. Yedie tumi kuta yen. Bambo tumi kuta yen. Enhyira tumi kuta yen. Sika tumi kuta yen. Bibie kuta yen. Nanso it is only this black species that you will see them sitting, hanging in the cathedrals. Huh? In the synagogue, in the church, in many places. And sitting there and crying noise. Hiribaba, 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 hiribaba. Ubiaba, ikikoma, gadusa, iko, braka, brakako, plenty. And leku, susu. All sorts of prayers. They pray all this prayer. 365 days. This prayer continue to be on their lips. This prayer continue to be on their lips. Yet the 365 days will come at this center point, and yet they will continue to accuse God that God is still not done with them. In the 365 days, go to the global south. They have mounted the latest technology. They have built the latest skyscraper. They have built about what? About 20 high what? Story. Go to where? Dubai. 365 days. They have built what? Something. Guys, MCR, your monitor is going off. They have done so many things. Go to the global north. What is going on? Go to the web. The what do you call it? The Western world. So many things going on. Oh. But here in Africa, the Africans continue to cry, continue to lift their hands in despair to catch a glimpse of who? Their Jesus Christ. That's a regrettable part of it. Yesterday, I was watching the Global Wire, CNN to be precise, and then it's written there, right there, the crawler. And what is the crawler saying? It says what? In the year 2026, 27, 28, 30, something is going to happen in the global space. What is it? AI is going to take about 40% of the global job. Yes, AI, artificial intelligence, is going to take about 40% of the job. What it means is that there can be a robot sitting here, speaking same as that of Kwekwanan. There can be a robot at the bank as a teller, counting the money. The possibility that there will be what? A robot sitting in parliament as a member of parliament. And what would you do? So then the question remains, what becomes the value of mankind? What becomes the potential of the what? Of the human capacity? Here we are. Guys, I want you to begin to think and think faster. These people of color, that is one deep-seated thing that we lack so much. Your man of God will not tell you the next world, the next generation. All that he's interested in is to continue to what? Put you into captivity. Create all kinds of what? Religious falsification, hypnotization, and cult you into a certain submission and tell you that all is well. But he's not going to tell you that, hey, the white, the global pillars, the supremacists, the NWO, the New World Order has been ushered into its action. The New World Order is about to what? About to take over the job. It's about what? Take over your finances. It's about to take over your prosperity. Yeah, the man of God will tell you, 2026. Prospect is coming. They're about to do all these foolish things in the shortest possible days. Folks, black people, let's wake up. Let's rally quickly. Run, 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 and let's chase the rest of the world. Because they are about they are Bronino Undim. It is also the same as that you can also trace in the same Bible no Chode Brown in Revelation 13. A queen we are say befaso. Also funny ready so back Revelation 13 diamo because when him say what kaima we embassy so man shall be to him one akoy me srem ni pobim oh hubium. But as long as I open why exploitivity or back an exploitation bunch of useless people, a for criminals and thieves. Now, politicians, these some of these yourselves are in Ghana, they are about 99 plus 99% a crown for. Kwashe, woma ye said tam. Woman said, what I can't temuda. Atemuda says saying, one te jine ya wo can't temuda. Trawe. If we are see baby aircon, if we are seeing train obiao. No, I can tell you that it's only Africa. Africa has delayed the rest of the world in terms of movement. Yeah. The airports will Dubai. Now we say agree. Motiha. And a pay Riani Anajo. Ya the ensasi demi fem. Ya ye did 365 days is about to end its counting. As far as the orbit is concerned. 365 days. So in the next couple of days. And the orbit will start another counting. Bisau, what is it that as a nation and as a continent? DNA dia boy, Africa. DNA Ghana, Kasa politicians in Soria and a pay Riani Anadu. Wamakasa Kasa Dede MPP NDCC ho Dede Trodo sa natamnaso. Kwa global south ho. No magi development papebio technology papebio woman sidan bia asi ho a ye hu ni saso next year womo yard foforo wo so hey wona wo sie o de bia yete ho ya bomba ya baba hiribaba ikikome gadu say iko braka ko anyone leku ene susuka ho kwase akeka sa na 365 all this bunch of your men of God have rather chosen to build what? They build cathedrals, synagogues, and churches, and not what? Factories, including to build schools, and the schools are not meant for even the church members to go and what? And ease off. No. The schools are not meant to ease the pressure. The schools are meant to what? Continuously making your men of God foolishly rich. Foolishly rich. That's what it is. Otuo. Dabe no catch us atemudeba. When was the last time your man of God told you say atemude himfa atemu ena daka ho. Dabe no be catch o ni time o be catch. We would preaching prosperity ngwa. See here na ebeso. We'll monitor the churches and I'll bring you to you. Yeah, I personally will visit some of the churches. I won't tell them, but I'll be there. Some of them, I'll visit their churches and I'll bring you clips. Never preaching on be preaching. Anyway, folks, and I do bring you. Ain't channel to say, Mede Bibi Swedi Achro, the month of December, Ekonewe, and Nimibia, or Mobabe. And I'm doing so, your sister, ya, Abba gifted. On a Nigerian name, semi, and you from so be any weekend so quick. Sorry, wait, dear. I have a pay, but DNT Namsuna, and yame fault. Papano, 7 prayers, and Americano. Abrofu dear. So, Mau Muswa Kosra, Satamano, and Omudidi was to show us, say, Brabang and a wabuntia would deserve to see a mouse our position. Yeah, it happens all over. Evidence is here, America, Cromway. And I may the Epstein's file. So, cooking who shep the Epstein's file one. US Congress cried vote to say no more for Epstein file number. The farmers are found in similar gumno. But as a top politicians in America, including Donald Trump, who know Mubeka. Say na bro, for your money maybe as something be benin tears here. Be benin the answer, oh, and yes, oh, wait, see, and oh, how do you say, oh, trasso, oh, be benin the oh, trasso, fema, fache, fire, say, ye we are near coffee. When I'm down to a henny for them, down to a henny near Kofanaba. It's a him funny braces. When we need Mabiao, when we are down to a henny for when we did the ministers, high ranking government officials in him, where young Copacho, yen say, 1 2 yes, 200 containers, ECG containers about afa what in one same view granto hini be to one among that asa. So Africa will never get her ass right. Oh no, next uncle we are no more kujina. I saw them. What are you doing there? You think God, you want to mock God? Do you know, you Africans, do you know how many years, how many centuries that Africans have mocked God? But I think God continues to be patient with us. He should wipe us and weed us with tsunami or cyclone so that we vanish from the surface of this earth. Because you need papa. So no. Bibini dia ne dia na say yen kanhye fesi. Bruni ntesa. So no. Enti papa na semia abei. Akwa te say a wo hwe Chukwudi Nigeria ni ba somewhere 19 whatever. 1995 92 or 95, whichever. It's been 20 something years, 2 decades more, right? And on this how, and yet here baby you're drinking Ghana for. Yet here and so on your henny. Hey, who your henny is saying? Oh, Hinia, I feel dinner the day. His Excellency, also, His Excellency, His Royal Majesty, dear, easy, Indibo, why he need to saying. Okay, no problem. Until so we you need to say, ni bit me akase you are an opinion leader in the society. Then it's as equally as say a measure or say when sani numa it is saying. No, any the ema media basere. Papa on a natina. A brief abesenko. Na yema me no ne kwasem ne say onye ready so on ne bedin ko obeye bibi says so na mum. O say no. Se wo hwe nipa say na sorte yemam na at a point to cry no ono say oyeden ono ehwe magana for no si yedi ehuni o si ayede including even telling us say we are uncultured and no culture be na wa culture ono de ba Ghana ha say ensem na bebre na onye ready se be hwe sa asem nanso enipa sa a o say mene natena be emfie makomako be edu ekodu mienu ko anase emfie ahi na ni na no wentimi one year de sene fata and non way unity say or ye den or your apostle of whatever and another say nsem bia akokuku mu de dada no e se ekonya ne de ne ba say no one more bra papa na sa bra papa na one mo no unye obi nso a e say ye den ye hwe osu esua and I tend to agree and unti ene won say seven producer ya accusing us here so on Ghana ni wa wo Ghana ni akwala Ghana ni akola no we no and ya accuse ne say wentimi anhwa abofra no eno hu dede ne ye you know well anabi enkoma ye dede ne say sisi ya no ono ankasa Chukwudi na atu ne numu tu say opese oye DNA test krata no de bae no MC do I have Chukwudi's you know krata no ono ade shame say se ma highlight to am from na ne enhwe no bi ankasa kwaku you are making it ono an obeka say ono so betimi avail ne ho for what for DNA test yes sister isu ajatum say why ready no mama can the other way no say my ready omon be consider ready omon Habi I hope you are fine bro now Shahal say if the said woman what's the other word there what's the insists she has a daughter for Easy Ibua. She's challenged she's challenged to come forward with the said child for what? Verification and DNA. Kwakumina make away. Papa na atu ne mutuo no. Nti we de ka kum yagine kwaku na na da ho no. Ghana for ma amene si waye ready. No, waye ready. Bro, I'll be. I hope you guys are fine. Are you ready? Nti say nete. Nti anadwi ye ne ma amene be kasa waka no egumasum na emum oba be di san komo no e wo bedwem ye na ya tibi. Na afie wi a ye de ya yesi e beboa na ye di nachi ni ahwe Chukwudi nsuso ye be ma na so ate na ono so ni team aye ready. On be ready. Okay? Nyame adoma even wuku ade be me ne Dr. Penny Power Professor Professor Dr. Kessie wa America memo we in charge of DNA test ne ade ready to also give back in nemne ade oni ebedi nkoma church ni nti masa nya sam gito nti ni na ye behwe se de ebesi e ko why and I be so actual as far as asofo no eye concerned the month of December shall say we dey kwa ko wie 31st ho no mo be hyehye nkom sha tro na da no me bibi kito ebi so akere na wahwe nti gauge the space you call a friend, call a brother, call a sister na ni na no ye de beto na yahwe mama. Okay, so great. Quickly we are moving into Ghana Speaks Proudly, brought to you by Biogas Expert Engineers. Now anadri nkoma me no be die no yes sir biogas for esi enton krama wo se hwe ye si dan e dan di ye si bi pa beautiful buildings e dan ben na opesi ye si di ma abrosan fishia story which one ye besi dan na ma fe na dan ya ye si ama no ye si wie ma wie a afidi ya ye be ne se ye besan so abodan ne so ama beautiful munyi dan ni bia ya bosso kramra ya ye be bosso kama e de ama why because your roofing company or what ye bodan so what you say enti ye be si dan na ma ye wi a yankase ye be roofi so ye roofi so wi a afi ye be pop ayeden ama enye ba bia na obenya we o no guys, can I see some of the way no for example roofing mo kan say dan na ya boss bi enti say wa sase anampo say eye asase ye ne ton ma wa sisi a wo hwe aha ni na ye nsase a yankasa ya den yankasa ene ye ton nsase ne bebre kwa so enti ya ne ye ton ma wa ya nso ye be den ye besia ma say wasase nso edan ye si wa wo hwe na ya ne sisi ye roofing e wo suni na ya suni ye den ye boss come up papa bi pa enti say wo ye Ghana ni an wo ha anoma no ne na wo pese ye si dan ma wo. The reason is because wo peculiar style dia wo pese o si obi mo pese o si edan ni shape ni ate say submarine obi susu pese o si dan edan ni shape ni ate say Pentagon and I say Capitol Hill ana minim Ghana ha credit face ben ye mfanye yi obi dan no so pese o cinema na ate say Pentagon and I say Capitol Hill hona America for a shade baby a shade Congress wo mu di omo nkomo no ena enem ne ade nti wasase wo pese wo plan bi wo de ba na yesi a ye besi dan fe hwe roofing we ye company ene ye sa roofing we very nice, very nice. Ye boss will come wie ma wa afi ye be pop e de amount bibia o ye bibia o nyesi ye je bibio ye finish dan no kama e de amount abo pop neat one pa come out nice one then we are yes dan ewie no another thing ye be ye wo dan nim say be obetimi atena sema ho aton e ya different the state of the art what the state of the art tiles after pop dey say esia dey no kra dey nye issue ye be the state of the art tiles and na wo hwe no screen is no tiles papa bi kane no ye kwa kofa tiles efri ayi Turkey ana ye kofa free Italy near the aba ye de ba beduru anan containers na mu de ho na ebubu ye nya sabium sisi an ye ni na ewa ha so no okay ye ni na ewa ha say ye ni na fe kama ewa ha tiles we technology bi ne de aba ye wa ha say na ye tiles we mawa o living room o bedroom your compound tiles the industrial type no ye no mawa beautiful nice one papa enye hwe ubetimi apake about saying 10 cars compound ho tiles na esompai enye hwe okay that's the beauty of yedwuma no ebiom ye sans industrial one for more sebe moran ebia moran supermarket shops akese retails then like oil companies say more running fuel stations na mne ade ye betumi aba be yi bi for avoidance of oil spillage ye ba be ye no fefe kama oil be gu ho ye be paper enye hwe okay we are corporate organizations and corporate entities like banks institutions, ministries, department, or also betting about tiles in the moment, including Lekusu any Leku Susu4, Sabri, Moba end of the year, and sorry be brave. ISS, so Musi, I saw them all. My ember totals you are Sophie and yet the Kama fa or picture crown fan shirt tiles in the Munini who say, hey, or so for image near ye. Shall we are ocean was screen is we a tiles yen ye for fair power. Very beautiful, okay? And the minim edrumaku anasa ufie na opese yenwa we ebino ye ayene kama na efe yi ugina tiles na wo hwemu a so ba why late mpa utumi gina tiles na emu na wabɔ pounds ewom easy na wokɔ wo boy papa sisi wenim na wokɔ enya afi na obɛkɔ bedroom akɔhwɛ mirror bi enim mirror no na ɛwɔ form ho kama so na wo hwɛ we ya won say tiles we yaye achichichi man they said the normal tiles open say be yama so open say ye no raw one and so ye be the amount colors na what form one very so rich and of course and also so one very ancient ye open ancient colors ye be yama. Now you know the beauty part of it. The beauty part in the same see ye tiles we more the washes currently industrial one company ye no ye yama we ni paint swa bia 3-4 months why renovation bi ofi ho nti tiles no so aye basa ye betimi aba ade ye ba bia say we are just coming to repaint the tiles ye betimi asesa color na the amount say we ye betimi asesa color na the amount no anu renovation bi ama tiles no so aye a bit roughy empire now so ye ba ye sesa paint na the same paint na opa na asan recolor at the amount and when you are cool to go your room your home looks more refreshing and more what serene. Contact the biogas expert engineers what it was 0546 205377 and 055 589 3001. I repeat 0546 205377 and 055 589 3001. Now you know what? Look, see, so we'll show your phone as well. For your phone screenshot the biogas numbers no to her na face na save biogas. Okay? So wo hwan so wo fie mo amosho mo fie thousands of you amosho wo fie wo mo TV so fa wo phone no ko TV nanim na twa number no to wo phone no so na save biogas. What a day be our person from so person from around this time ye be call Christmas breaky and our person from January now no mo din sa wo so akonya ni na ada ho na emom ofre won na se we nya wo mo a mesrew bia na your site ye edwuma for a long time. Kojo has been out of Accra. Kojo has been working tirelessly. Kojo continue to work his ass off because edwuma ne so and I'm someti and me di chiame inti ofre na we nya wo mo a na chese wo mo site. Name the beauty of it is that numbers ni enu na so WhatsApp so and one say obeja WhatsApp friends and voice note or mobile or me contact so na bibia no IFFFM I come into channel so why so this is about it mommy. Okay, great. So folks, up next, still under Ghana Speaks Politics of Today, but before mommy, I'll say Evangelist Teresa, I'll say good evening Brakweku. Yes, good evening mommy. So who you there? Kwame Edu, or say our men in the seat of truth. Okay, was also good job, Kweku. Doris Santiwa, I guess, will say good evening, Kweku. Love your show. God bless you for all that you are doing. We also say our system and security is so weak, and due to our leaders, how can an individual person become what troublesome for a whole country? And okay, Canada was a good morning, everyone. I don't know if you're maybe a whole free, you know, or how you when they saying, and a partner area, I don't know. We'll so me who message you or say, you dare not try this stupidity in America here. I'm sure that the make it cano. No, Pastor Chelsea, you can't try it, and it's true. You may be brave Africa. Oh, try okay, where's Isaac Opare 177 or say Lekusu and Leku Susu Kwekuni. I am Opare Sanetu, me pastor. Pastor Lekusu. Nti we ye Lekusu, me ye pastor Lekusu. Me ya suffer what? We say, what are we all doing as a people to help ourselves? Good with diagnosing the problems. What are the solutions in what we are doing? One of the message we buy, Jedemi, is it Jedemi or something? Jedemi, you are too good enough. Say yao, kwekumimi te ya media. Nanso, ye come nim di omoye. Okay, Aminu Ali say, a true son of the land. God bless you, brother. I salute you, bro. And say, where's he? Joanna, is it Joanna what? Joanna Ofori. Appear. Or see, you present well and you are not shout. Robek Ochiro say, I wish we have about 10 fearless journalists of your caliber in Ghana. I swear, Brakweku, like Ghana would move forward faster than we can imagine. Midine Brown can call me Kweku, okay? Kweku or KK, that's okay. Why? I don't want you to suffer. Obesity above Bra Kweku, I believe you are good. I'm so good. Midine Brown can. I'm going to do something quickly. Where's I said? Good evening, Kweku. Good one there. God richly bless you massively for a good job. Yes. Where's I said? Bra Kweku, you are. Say, bro, Kweku, you and I am break. I don't understand what it means. Wait, so I say, Kofi Bibi said, British joined the European Union, and when they saw it was not helping, they quickly went out from there. Why can't Ghana go out from the European Union? Weekend me sri bia me sri bi da. Me sri I was just standing at the compound and then washing the car. Me in my car so go washing be me and me washing my cars at my home. Na me wash the car na me tie link no. The nipa no yes I link. Once was a brother and he did it well. And the near bripa na say the wosi desi osophobia. Osophobia be fa me content TV person or just say one be come. Robert Shankom na so uko kanto kwa wontra baby nyu ho wontra baby nyu ho obi aka nasema wo so wo ba be ye ho ti say asofo na mo hihye nkom na mo the league of nations uko ka ho bi na say he tra ho na me see me tie link rade me serious na me say ka kire no so far fine wan fan so a e ono anasema. Folks, I'll say anybody who doesn't side with Kwekwanan is the F word. Is the F word. Which I say, my brother, good evening. The woman and the daughter have to be protected, right? Sparkle, I'll say, lekusu. Kenneth, I'll say, Mr. Kweku, we miss Dr. Hassan Mayaraga. Hope he's doing good. Church, so please, Lekusu. Oh, doctor, Hassan, over to you. Medina Mustang count. Just call me Kweku, okay? We also don't go to their church, so please, Lekusu. I'll go. I'll go to their church. Mami Kwakwa ransom go we have been familiar. What's it, Kweku? Also, you descend on who Omo for going to Nigeria to nonsense and lies about you. Oh, Omon, I don't have anything against Omon and his brother Femi. They are all, and it's one of those. Yes. To err is human. Forgive is divine. Reconciling. Our brothers, Nigeria, our brothers are more African nations. Osha, Yeni Liberia, Yeni Kenyans, Yeni all of them. But our main brothers and sisters within the sub-regional Togolese and Ivorians. Women are brothers and sisters. I have relatives in Ivory Coast. Yeah. I have relatives. After Ivory Coast there, asemsi wo na asemsi. Mankebia nkase kwegu ankemi because me we nuanom ho. I've been there a couple of times. Togo, wamu ye nuanom. Ye wo Ghana fo bebre. Wamu Togolese. So these are now so wamu nkaye nkoso trouble. Except the one that calls herself the giant of Africa. Na ye den. The Nigerians. I wish to say we are not in clash with our Nigerian brothers. But all the time, they don't want to listen to us. It's about kiki. And then also, many Ghanaians will not fall for this. I hope that things will change as we go for it. We also, all the million and billions names are all in that files, waiting to see all the names of these, of this predators. Gilbert also Kweku, I love you so much. Keep doing forward or something like that. Okay, folks. Now, my memory may idea. Up next, politics of today. Tonight on Politics of Today, we examine a new request from the woman at the center of the controversy involving the self-styled, self-imposed, the Nigerian man. She is calling for a DNA test to finally establish the truth behind her claim that Chukwudi Jude neglected a family responsibility he should have taken up years ago. And now, it appears the truth is closing in, determined to hand him down. Yes, sisters, sir, Nigeria ni na ya na dwene se afidie obesi nsuom na wa presi enye sa wa ye ready. In the meanwhile, the supposed response from Chukwudi Jude also suggests that if challenged, he would have no option but to submit himself for a DNA test, just as I showed you. Ora Nigeria ni ankasa Chukwudi nso amayati asese ono so kra no waye ready se ono so beye santi se si ane de e ba beye Ghana versus Nigeria DNA test Ghana versus Nigeria. We go see who is who. The front line is going to take a neashre. Tonight we shall weigh the options and examine the possibilities surrounding the DNA exercise. Guys, tell Keynes, are you there? Keynes, gauge the space. This is where you begin. Keynes, are you there? This is where you begin. So watch it. So Ghanaians, we definitely would weigh the options and examine the possibilities surrounding the DNA exercise. If you better DNA exercise in the now that Chukwudi himself has agreed that this must also take off. Now, before we enter into the sight and sounds, I mentioned earlier that the build-up to the frontline investigations, the expose titled "The Workers of Iniquities," will resume shortly. But in the meantime, in between time, today being the first of what? December. I want to remind Ghanaians to pay close attention to a situation that is already unfolding as we approach the end of the year. The American say, "Sa build up a first expose na yebe next year no. And who build up na me pumpum who be na me church mu niam bi ni ade say we e kwan e be fa so e be ba no e say na we gauge na the wadwene ahwe expose ni say de be ko. Me ye say sa build up no ye holding on because of this expose. But and agree me hold on and ye kire say me do we me beti we eto ho fast. Ebwa Ghana ni a wo hwe me wo Ghana ha Ghana ni a wo hwe me amanone me srew ni diem tie me asupem ekwan a wasofo ni binimu de mo be fa so December ena mi be ya kire mo na mi wie so me ya osofo pani bi so a kire mo mienu ba ko ye osofo pani ba ko onye pani nsa but ono so ne nam ho oye crook. Many of those so-called self-styled, self-imposed prophets, pastors, and bishops, listen, oh Ghanaians, many of these so-called self-styled, self-imposed prophets, pastors, and bishops are now reaching out to who? They are reaching out to the following persons. Who are these persons? Doctors, journalists, politicians, and various individuals in different social circles. They are even deploying their own people to scout across the social media, including contacting all sorts of public figures. And you may ask, what exactly are they looking for? Tiha. As so for you, make come say prophet for bishop for any pastor, some of them are the almost starting to move December and say afi they are starting contacting nipa bi to say journalists for one more contacting one a doctors for one more contacting one politicians maybe say a DNT and more contacting some crofui tie ado reason why into more contact them. They are searching for what? Information. Indeed, information they can twist and package as what? Quote, prophecies for the what? For the coming year. Predictions about what? Events. Events likely to what? Happen. Number 1, early in the year. 2, mid-year. 3, latter part of the year. This, unfortunately, is what some of these so-called what? Men of God have reduced themselves to. And I challenge them and I dare them to come out and deny these foolish, deceptive schemes. All these are attempts to mislead God's people out of his kingdom. Around this time, no, I saw funny baby, and say, I feel one more contacted journalists for, politicians, a doctor for. Now this is what they do. Journalists for, because they know a lot of journalists always women see and women see them. One more informations. And to the say, one more contacted journalists for Jack. Information ben a wokukum femame. After more contacted politicians, they know NPP, NDC, the top politicians, NPP will be in the ecosystem. Obianim the ecosystem ne ochina so what they do, and then we are contacted at doctors. At doctors, there are a lot of Ghanaian penifo bebria. At doctors, you want access to them. And you know why? The doctor-patient confidentiality. I will tell you, Ghanaians, many of our doctors have breached this protocol. I don't want to mention names. I'm telling you, most of these your crooks are software. Are dependent on the following persons I mentioned: journalists, politicians, doctors, and many others, including self. Around this time, no more employ. If you move social media, no more scouting for information. Information you at the social media, you've not come across it. So for you, not the Nyan Safa, Bebresu and Krasi for Bebresu and Kuko school. Enti ordinary fa ho sam ode fa wa pe obetimi a hyenkom wo ho in the next couple of days. Right there we are crossing the year 31st year so nya pe no obejira next year say ya mom paya Ghana way say next year ya mom paya openi so and so oba be free mu Ghana for mu mom paya wo sin woni kromfo, you evil men, workers of iniquities. Me chemo masofo no bebre 99 plus 99 Koya mo fa social community matron. When modus operandi na media na die no, they are a bunch of useless, evil, satanic people from the top down. Yes. They only what sought information from these following persons. Mante, as of when bia nshem kom, amfa the late friend saying, oh, papa yo free munani, very simple. Oh, kind of simple. Oh, papa yo yeah African motor. More friend is saying, guys, remind me, do you African motor? More friend is simple. Kantanka, man says as of when bia kom, but then. If the family of Kantanka as one person who go into deeper, I swear God, they will get the information and say, no, also for me, no, a friend said, doctor, no, release information, them also for. That's what they do. Men are make a choice, you so be say, me. Why? I've dealt with many of them, and next year I'll mention names. And then I make a choice, say, may try next year, January. Uncle see 2028, may show software, sabi, or what sure, a sure, me, no, I want to have. No be sham come afa Ghana election to need to Miss Dunyame me gu eni mu ase won me no mienu ye be chia ya mo Ghana ha oba be sham come yetie. Okay, me say politicians I will spare them, but mo some of you self-stylers so for we I swear God me ni mo be chin rough. Hey, my goodness, some of them I personally spoke to them. Oh, na ye no mo kasa no sa no mo nwini sa nsem ni na no mo de ekogina o ma so them no mo hye nkom. Almost young company we are no more could politicians in a society. Men are make away, men are yet, no magistrate. About power no I say, bam, Yanto Lancrisa mano, Yanto Diamano, Yen say, and all sorts of things. This bunch of useless fools, they always continue to what? Operate on your consciousness and your subconsciousness. They speak to journalists and they get information. They speak to doctors, they get information. They speak to Winam. The politicians. Assembly akoswo party mu say this year obenya some information na. Say MPP obenya some information no dey abesha nko mi ho oboa wo your truthful in nabrabeni. They sought information from journalists. Journalists who are smart and know all informations. Me na make a kire mu. Afi doctors akesi bebre, doctors akesi won mu treat Ghana for asabe, won mu bibidio. Obehwe doctor no instance so protective doctor patient confidentiality pam no release ubekom no na sa doctor no oh yes also for the check member no release am. This is how they package these informations, twist and turns, and they lie to you. Tonight let me pose a direct question to one of such big man, so-called big man of God. May the question be a big man of God be right now. I am posing a direct question to this so-called big man of God in this country. In the past, we saw him staging so-called miracles such as the cripple rising from the wheelchairs, people screaming that they have been what? Healed. But tonight, I ask, have cripples disappeared from Ghana? Everybody about saying kono preacher, hey, na cripples. Amma womu wheelchair so they are healed. They are dead. Man, that is well. Not we healing cripples. Didn't you see it here? There may be some say, and nano cripples no wama yire free Ghana na say. Have the cripples disappeared from Ghana? Number 2. As far as we all know, those who are crippled still desire healing. And yes, sir. So we ask, has his God stopped healing the cripple? Aviyebisa cripples ni no mu here. Ayarasa. Intini nyamina no de healing cripples no or him. And the last one. Has his God stopped performing miracles? Ne nyankopon we jai sa miracles no e perform ya now. And has his God suddenly disappeared? Ibisa. Ne nyankopon afi wa yira na. And I'll tell you this. Or is it that the cripples in their churches have vanished? The only thing that has vanished in their power is what? To deceive the person. the only thing that has vanished is what? Is their power to deceive. These are the questions that they must answer. Power no the other when we deceive emsa. And who are we talking of? Monfana Pechancho and to Bishop Ajinasari. Didn't we see him in this country? Didn't we see him? I dare him. How many miracles? And what performing here? Ajinasari stood on many platforms and on Mount Wainom, Ebubuafo. Also, I dare him. How many cripples? No, Mugu na sorry if you are waiting here, hero. You bunch of what? Workers of iniquity, crooks. You are only riding on the keyboard of the people's emotion, and you are lying to the church. You are lying to the people of this nation, and you want me to keep quiet. I ain't going to keep quiet. I will expose you people. You are not men of God. You are not. I dare him. There are many cripples still around. Bisano said, in those days, in the early 90s, this was one of them. Ojina Meimuha, Dede, when Yana cripple, Ninipa, you so wheelchair, so no mu ye dede so I. All of this became one of those stages. No glamour to bring people into their church. What has happened today? Yeah, because now the church is stable. The church is full of men and women, and they are okay. Ajinasari. Madeno, Omrabonte, I have about 3 cripples and I want him. I dare him before the end of December. Me panicho, me the cripples ne basoro, onyano na menshade if he can. All right? If he can, no go for the whole chair. All right? Me dunyame, yeah? The exposure is not going to go light to. May I challenge any man of God. You will prove. You will not prove physically. Let the God that you serve manifest. Okay? Me pesa mobe challenge. The Lord God that you serve, let that God glorify himself. Until you do that, but over physical, name will say, no, you are a crook and a thief. You are only using the people like that. Yeah. Ajinasari. How many times did we not see? No, be my real son at the end. Oh, Ghana for your dream more Haninti. You people couldn't trace all these your big men of God to know. Say no, they were just. If you are in a church member, I don't give a hook. I don't give a heck, oh my friend. Don't bring yourself, oh me. And you will suffer who ne hear me, oh. They are who hear me no. I had the open Ukraine, and you will. What dresses Shepenwa, Mukugu saw them wanna foolishly go and display. In this day, the Christianity in Ghana is no longer Christ and disciple of him. It's about what? It's about lifestyle. Go there and let's see who is driving the latest car. Who has won the biggest contract and is about to release the big envelope. Not the at all. It's about who has been appointed as what? Government official anymore. Oh, the church. Now we have a church member who is now an appointee in the John Mohammed's what? Administration of foolishly and stupidity. Your conscience has seared and God is watching you. You think God is interested in that? Save the souls. Okay? Save the souls and allow the souls to what? To be saved rather than to let the souls what? Go through perdition. You understand the word perdition. I'm not going to explain it. I've mentioned it several times. Do not let the souls go perdition. And now, Janasari, yetumima eyuzubium, mate. And you are all here in this country, and the country continue to be darkened and darkened. And you are saying, "The Ghana, I am what? A Christian nation." My foot. Now watch. Another man of God, who is also there deceiving this young guy. I want you to watch this video. Take a lesson.
But also we are or into building something like cement. Where cement is man? Bonsama Jesus. say you are moving into car businesses.
Amen.
Next year, we'll be 36. Next year, we'll be 36. One so much. By the time we'll be 36 years old, that had the desire will come to pass.
Amen.
Car business. Next year, I think car business. One so much. January, February, March, April, May, May is your birthday. Now, by the time of the last May, I your birthday. Now we celebrate grace. Now you are celebrating grace. I'm not going to tell you, I'm missing my house. I saw you. Now we catch and say, "Oh, you can show I have a boy castle. I got castle. Every month, in my brother, I'm saying, "Why would you do it? What 1,000 can I see this petrol every month?"
This is him. We've been asking him to move, come for on when he can. On that screen is on way or can I saw for one. Yeah, from they were making noise. Way they are a bunch of crooks. A year be any Ghana ha open bien a wa unhun was way. Your friend Bishop a true appear. Besides, not so needing a friend is saying, when we're Jumana or no be your Nina Dumashe. Now, Bishop a true appear, Mammy can't say Minjo. Whoever you know, so would deceive Nipano, so we are Daniel, our America. On the basis of that story, we are looking for you, woman, Nipano or Ghana, because of Winti Waba, because of this expose or Ghana, that woman or Ghana. Mami way or ye mami penia or hold a tie to top Ghanaian politicians here. Or see name him se sana masof way bebre a bunch of funny human beings here with him. Your adversary, mami no what in the fast are quite so no. Be na be tete we say mo na wa fa no Ghana fa na se no. Ya botre Eninti Ukofa Bishop Oforiata Munabai. I respect Oforiata so much, plus the other people. Maybe they don't know you well. Yeah, Udombai. Waba, Oba Betnifiha. Masubeya, she said, we. Shemera, also so a miracle. Ni party, I saw them, Nipa ete, I saw them who say, no, Casa, who age, by next year. No way to say this stupidity and foolishness prophecy. Neni page on a bema dregenti or Jahano Wajatumqua. Jimmy Kokenka Proverbs 26. Again, who's a madrining yedruma? The black man is sick, like Armstrong once upon a time sang. We are sick. Oh, the black man is sick consciously, mentally, morally, and every part of him. Yeah. Our doctors and professors and whatnot, check them. Check how sick we are. I know what check some of your professors. All our professors, you're from Mecca somewhere. When we need men to diagnose and give us what it means to do ABCD. When your professors come, what do? Your professors have done one thing, and that is what? They've read the white man's manual so much to the extent that A to Z with Chue Gunitrim. Into Kotrawa or Chrosa, yes, you produce about what? About 10 a year, 10 leaflets of publication. Or here we are, dear Chani, the title, Professor Kwekwanan, maybe I'm not making. Oh, friend, is somewhere, betting me a casa from morning to afternoon. But practically, yes, it deliver. Practically, what do we do with this, that? Onibi. Go and see your white people. Yes, you will be a professor who will say, yes, a professor of law. He dispense the practical aspect of the law. They dispense the practical aspect of this is politics. And you would ya kasangwa. Ya dream ye empty. Our minds are sick, dead and gone, dead. Until when you to me we are ubekom kra sebi school kra we nsibi. Kekan kwasi asem no afa ne ho adi. Wo boni pepo. Next year, a jet better in the religious circles. Oh dear. Folks, it may come when we say December 31st, as so funny Beshisha will come Shenier and come to do a man who a penny was so who a businessman. When my dear businessman. They have so many ways of plotting to have information about you. As of now, they operate like what? Intelligence agencies. So I swear God, it's sometimes so beautiful. They were so beautiful. They operate like intelligence agencies. They wire somebody closer to you. And what they do is that as you go and come, no more sort of information. One more sort of info unknown to you. Only the end of the year. They are God that they serve. They are God that they preach. They are God that dwells them power. No. Only speak on 31st. 31st. Into one can say this. I want to say, on my bay we are saying, and only 31st. Would you see this in the global south in China, in South Korea, in India, or where? Would you see this in where? In Dubai, or Israel, Anampo, Saudi Arabia, and where? Would you see this in Britain, in Europe, in America? Say yeah, naso. No mu gusu say chacha. No mu shen kom sa say muase for a Jimmy for ni nipa te ho no mu tie. Can you imagine? No, it's not about they are giving you a prophecy of say this year we are building factories here. We are building this year. We are building, and it's going to contain Ghanaians. Absorb the labor force. No, one more shen koma. And come that will scare, and come that will put the people into submission and into fear, of which, of course, the idiosyncrasy of religion is to put humanity into fear, couch you into submission and into fear, animals, and they want to do that to you. That's the first. This is what they're about to do. Bunch of useless people. To me be a new but challenge you. To me be a new Madam, me say to me be any woman. Ghana aye kabisi, aye brisi, aye bredididi. To me be any woman. Woman ya kromfo, they are stealing your minds and your wealth. Be careful, folks. 31st is coming, and I need to do this and do it quickly and send a year now ending because one shall obesha unkom and come no shall no. Obesha na your driver no the information coin. Obesha no you read him come quietly we hu. Obesha no kune din come no we hu. Obesha no bed din come no we hu. They steal our minds. I'll leave it there. Folks, now, here to us now. Let's now check some sights and sounds. In a very disturbing footage, Nigerian police have identified a decomposing site believed to be butchering house, a butcher house. Video may be back to the backyard of Nigerians. Show, police if one could discover there be a or what them say. Enipa na edu omekugu o te se dankwansere a na nkwase o se hemfa o ho de enipa nkwa na yeku ye twa wuti ana ye bu na mu o se ye oden. What is the meaning of this? Take a listen to this disturbing video.
So Nigerians, early today being the 14th of November 2025, the police command of Imo State found a butcher house inside a bush, a butchering house. What are they actually butchering? They are butchering human being. Like now, person then go kidnap, carry go inside that place, go butcher them. So I would like you to listen to them while they found that particular place and how they operate. All these kidnappers is that the way they operate is that when they kidnap these people, and they are not even talking about ransom or no ransom. Their own is that when they kidnap you, they will take you to inside that place they've already built, that butchering house. When they get there, all these BB men that need some parts of person, human being, when they get there, everyone will just be buying. they always, in fact, patronize these people as if they actually patronizing people that are actually buying Nama. Just listen to the police officers first.
On the 14th of 2025, we received a complaint from the Nigerian Bar Association regarding the kidnapping of one of their members, and since then, operatives of the Imo State Police Command anti-kidnapping units intend to send some samples for further DNA analysis.
A relative of the victim expresses anguish over the discovery and urges authorities to ensure justice is pursued to the fullest.
We have seen one decomposed corpse yet to be identified, whether it's our brother or not. But we believe and we are pleading through further investigation, through DNA or whatever, maybe it might be discovered.
Guys, wait you. See, if we do not see this, I mean, how would cannot fathom that we can have such a butcher house in Ghana for human beings. Hey, Mr. President Mahama, I beg you. Last Friday, I played a tape where President Mahama other countries via Ghana making 7 visa free. Mr. President Mahama, me pato. A growing number of Nigerians are beginning to reject their country, citing the government's refusal to prioritize the needs of its own people. Afi Nigerians nankasa kuri dwane. They want to disown their nation. Why? Because when we say abino, you're ready, so no one better abasakom. When one kasa ready, say they want to disown their nation. Not me saying it, so Nigerians, some of them. If we say abino and prioritize our concerns and their needs, and it's most regrettable. Take a listen to this.
Nigeria jaga. Everything is nonsense country like this. Thank God I be Congo. I'm a Congo man. Come on there. Okay, this I be Nigeria. No do. I not be Nigerian. So I'm from Congo. Yes. My father na Congo. No do. Come on, Congo for life. Don't go World Cup. Come on. Now Congo.
Well, it's Congo X Nigeria without leaving no cross. I want you guys to watch the reaction of Nigeria before the match. And I'm going to be showing the reaction of Nigeria after the match. You don't boss.
Dear Congo, Nigeria is not Ghana. Nigeria is not South Africa. And Nigeria is definitely not broken Cameroon. In 48 hours, you kiss your World Cup dream goodbye. Are you listening? Dear Congo, in 48 hours, kiss your World Cup dream goodbye. God, why? God, why? God, why?
Please, one thing I don't want to see. Any Nigerian, no Nigerian should come and tell me that these boys did their best. No Nigerian should come and tell me that these boys did their best because they did not do anything. They did not do anything. We were drawn to the likes of Zimbabwe. We were drawn to the likes of Benin Republic. Guys, this is not funny. Is this to be Nigerian? Is this a scene? You know, there's nothing to be happy about in this country. The small football we they use whole body for this country. We don't give us joy with the football. We don't give us joy. Who believe we have superstars? Ademola Lookman, Victor Boniface.
We didn't say people to go and win the World Cup. We said just qualify. We don't say go and carry the World Cup. Just qualify for the World Cup. Let us see you guys play.
Because Nigeria go punish all of us. If Osipe don't play.
Nigeria got to be one of the most embarrassing countries of all time. First of all, you guys were not even supposed to play anymore.
Jesus Christ, how can a country be this bad like this in every situation? We are bad in every ramification, in every situation. That they cannot take.
Kai, what a day, what a night, what a game. I can't even raise my face up.
Honestly, I
Our overconfidence is what is spying us in this country. The kind of confidence we have whenever we are going for a thing. Like, we look down on those countries like they cannot even get closer to us. Look at what Nigerians are saying. Look at Congo. Congo is a small country. Congo is unpopulated, so they cannot match our footballers. But they went there, Congo demolished them. Like, Congo ate Nigerian players and left no crumbs. Ate them like biscuits. Ate them. Ate the ego.
Obviously, the Nigerians are crestfallen. Why? What happened to the Super Eagles? Well, on still the very, dark side of it, a Nigerian man has abandoned his country's national team and instead chosen to support the Ghana Black Stars as they qualified for the World Cup. Why wouldn't you? The small Ghana you have been saying. Oh, Ghana is a small country. Small, yes. The small country. No, you don't even say country. The small country qualified. Listen and watch this Nigerian. What is he doing? Take a listen to him.
Follow who no road. Follow who no road. Not be crime, not be sin, not be cause. Now wisdom. You there, yeah? Follow who no road. Now wisdom. As Nigeria said they don't want to go World Cup. Me, I like go World Cup. So I don't switch. Make una hear am again. I don't choose Banku over Eba. I don't choose Kokonte over Amala. I don't choose Kenke over Pandediam. I choose Tuo Zafe over Tuo Shinkafa. I they go World Cup. Right? So today now, I they go Ghana immigration. Go apply for my passport, for Ghanaian passport. I don't switch. Anything one I like, make una talk for comment section. But me, I don't switch. I don't get power to calculate how Nigeria go take qualify. Nigeria no they go anywhere this season. Last time when Nigeria qualified for World Cup, like 12 years ago, they happen. So me, I like go World Cup. All Black Star.
See, regrettable. You are always insulting Ghanaian. Oh, a Ghanaian, you are a small country. Ghanaians, you are hoisting our T-shirt, our national colors. You are holding our national paraphernalia. And what does that mean? Why? Come and let's tell you people what to do. You see, between us and Nigeria, it's like the elephants and the ants. Oh. Yeah, but ants has always been a smart insect. Ants is an insect. Elephant is an animal. A two sharp contrasts, is it not? Anyway, in ending this episode, and it's most regrettable that our Super Eagles of Nigeria are back there, kept quiet. They are being kept there. Things didn't work out. I don't know what Tinubu is going to do about this. Most regrettable. In the narrative of the woman who claims to have lived with a self-styled, self-imposed Nigerian man at Fadama, close, the spiritualist Dr. Rambekli, who was alleged to be a serial killer involved in the various evil practices. Tonight, we take a closer look at the man in question, Dr. Rambekli. Samoba Kaya, yes, sister, yeni ne babedi nkome. Okase na one Chukwudi te Fadama. Obo papa bidin ye friend why Dr. Rambekli. Rambekli no e nipa ben bebre na mu obi kra be business gwagu na sa nipa no so enwan ntina sa nipa no te Fadama mpana mi so why kona koko check him. But tonight, for the purpose of a retrospect, just let's watch something about this man, his past, present, and the future of Rambekli. Of course, was he actually a person living, or it was just a myth? It was not a myth. He was a being that lived with so many controversies surrounding him. Take a listen to him.
Dr. Beckley. He claimed to be a spiritual master, but children went missing, homes burned, and fear spread across Ghana. This is the story of Dr. Shriram Yogi Beckley, the witch doctor who terrorized a nation. Dr. Beckley claimed to have been born in India and studied under spiritual leaders like Dalai Lama and Gandhi, though these claims are unverified. He appeared in Ghana in the 1970s and founded the Ascended Masters teachings, teaching reincarnation, karma, and esoteric spiritual practices. Initially seen as a spiritual spiritual leader, his methods soon created fear and suspicion. By the 1990s, Dr. Beckley gained notoriety as a feared witch doctor. His properties in Fadama and later Gbawi were heavily fortified. Locals whispered about dark rituals, kidnappings, and alleged sacrifices. His influence grew as people feared crossing him. Reports accused him of kidnapping women and children for rituals. The police raids in 1994 uncovered human bones, skulls, school uniforms, and blood-stained objects. He was even accused of cannibalism, though this remained unproven. Residents lived in terror, hiding children and avoiding his followers. During the 1994 raid in Fadama, an angry mob attacked and burned down his property. Despite evidence, he was released on bail and returned to his activities. By 2002, another raid occurred after he kidnapped 2 teenage girls in Gbawi. One was rescued, the other disappeared. Community outrage grew and mobs burned his home again. Dr. Beckley reportedly married an Indian woman who helped him evade capture. Rumors suggested his children were involved in his occult practices, though details are scarce. By the mid-2000s, he vanished from public view. His current whereabouts remain unknown, sparking rumors of hiding in underground spiritual circles or leaving the country. Dr. Beckley's story remains one of Ghana's darkest chapters, illustrating the dangers of spiritual leaders exploiting belief systems. His former houses have been repurposed as prayer camps or places of worship, an attempt to erase his dark influence. The tale continues to be recounted in local folklore, media, and warnings about occult misuse. Would you dare step into his house? Dr. Beckley remains a ghost in Ghana's history.
Guys, Tafimehu. It's yes, sister, and she kept referencing say, no mutis up a pair uti in the story. Nechipeo, Ohonana Dr. Ram Beckley. Ram Beckley history and the amount. So he was a very horrifying guy, very serious. Nechio and a Chukwudi Jude, Nigerian man, is been accused of Ohonana Motia. Because short break me bar, Ghana speaks. Extension Frontline investigate. We'll speak to your sister about what she means by say DNA in Yebekwa na yenkono. Yenini be in commercial shortly. Stick and stay, I'll be right back. For now. Great folks. F1 of course, I welcome you back to Ghana Speaks Extension, of course, in this edition. We turn our attention to the woman in the unfolding storm demanding a DNA test for her child, as the self-styled Nigerian man in question may be denying her claims. Tonight, we speak with her for the very latest, just about 45 minutes gone past the hour 9. This is the Frontline Investigate.
The day of reckoning is here. It is not the end of the world. It is the end of darkness and the beginning of light and truth. Something that has never happened before. After many years of undercover investigations from politics, religion, business, and more, it is time to blow the cover. Judgment Day comes for us all. Run or hide, live or die, you will be exposed. There is no rest for the wicked, only torment. Judgment Day with the legendary Chukwudi, only on the Frontline show.
right, folks, welcome back to the Frontline extension. Of course, Frontline Ghana Speaks extension. Of course, Yankwa straight and then speak to yes, sister or Germany. Abba Gifty. Ewa Humanaso. Abba, Yamwadjuna Wapo Muti saying, when we push your phone now. Good. Yes, we are when your party say Bungris Ababa Ghana has say. And I wanted to send what Germany ho.
See, Saturday, I want to know last week in Posi, you call manuals.
Hey, and yeah,
minus 1. 0. In the season, I mean, you can say, oh, you're 5 degrees.
Oh, boy. And you're not white,
plus 5 degrees plus.
Oh, okay. Good. Yanko Mama Hobby. Abba, and then come on, and you didn't tell. Chilesem. What is spa egumasum? And I say, what can send egumasum? Na ye pesa na dwi also o ma ye tia so as a sa na tia na kire se e brebe bi eduro no se be ya obi nka se o ena ma me ne pra samagu eye Nigeria ni so ana se ntinom enkomo bi ebe pie mu efri ono Nigeria ni ho ema e wo krata mu asa krata no ya kan wo ha kire se o se ye challenge a ono kra de why ready say obema DNA test kra aye dwuma eno na anadwe pese bi say ayemia aba wo de wo ye medie mu why ready say ye be ko DNA test ana
yo meda wase yimri wa kwenje zamam wona we dwuma yefo CTV ona ekono the front show.
Yeah.
Nyame shamu wa kwenja mozamam na brother kweku asem kra me peda me cancer na mashe nkomo na asen de me ba aboan no na ehwa ma mede me bogu Chukwudi na awaro
okay
because I me mped
sure
nyo bia no ya ma kondo kwanya ozema fadu enti me nua besia eti da ma asem ya ma nhwe de bogu awar because me pede me ba ni nuanom no wa abrabo be ye basa because mo franu Chukwudi ne ba ya me ba ye Chukwudi ne papa Chukwudi wonne maso ye memma na sister ye fantin enti wo ma no so wo ye memma enti ma mbe de me be say wo fie na me ba no papa ajo ma hwehwe no almost 30 years 29 years ni na mehun no so ma fa kwanya se bia do da mensa beka pape menyan enti na kwanya mefa do menyan onyi enti ma wo ha me peda me ka che me nua besi awar Prince Owell am menyim no wa friend Prince Owell out them me friend Prince Owell am mo anya ne hawo because e bia na hindu no odin kura no the title use in the CCR because I'm music or friend Prince Owell. And it's all to them a friend Prince Owell, in our home and yawa. On Jintum, Nephi, young custom in the that's is all introduced no for the second time to me. Now, I start my friend Nizin Fufra, our friend Chukwudi. But I'm always our addressing Prince Owell. And talk to the man because I brought you highway for Funkata Semti, you probably was the same was it. It is easy to stand on your problem. And so be to that my friend Prince Owell. And our friend Chukwudi, I'm more hard. On the answer man, them pedemic clear. And I'm a friend man so Chukwudi Nema Moses Tapayan woman chen. My fast so woman chen. I mean, as I measure shine there, measure shame about papa Zaman. Na mehun enti mon come akuman to me mama me case ya me da ba abuani o papa no ya ne yema ya kada ma asemi wensi enti mon come akuman to me me ba abuano de pepper ya besi na me ba no so wehu neja because I me to emi aba me to me papa enti na me hawan de mo hu me ba no papa man na mehu enti mon kama akoma to me mamba there me ba abuano na me bogu ne imase enti onte oye ne nyama wo ye ya nkadama asemi wensi enti asema nde yimrim won ti me sister besia men that Chukwudi now open the bottom hour and the mission you open the bottom at Trano Missro Trano now to me sham friend na me banusu onto on once and for all with any penny nana bana wa wonno on with any na nine Chukwudi anya da me hwehwe aha anti me ba bwana ma mbada me gbogu mu eyi mase na onu Chukwudi ka me gu na eyi mase mpo ya yawo awunti bi ji obu amawo me sister yin me ji obu amawo nti ndam nkomon ma me sha ase afinyi ina brother kweku me da wasi kwa na za amam efi azo to de bi there me ma bi se no question bi dia na need more buy 1000% ready me ma bi se no question bi question na we nya no me pedo ya no na fe yekodi ye no do GN no do first me bi san there onyim emperor we nya no second onyim Bobby we nya no in the class me zero korka ho onyim Judith our emperor the girlfriend what asa no onyim na na
Judith yeah Judith what asa na onyim no emperor the girlfriend Judith nyame share Judith me ba Ghana 2019 me ba share Judith there enka majin number because maybe say emperor na so wono ho do hu emperor so hu emperor be sana se the prince wo ho Judith mpo no yim da oyin Chukwudi I see
then obi be tie ko ma ye di Judith to dry fish what Santana market onu ni fie Judith nyame show ati nyame show dem ma me tina wo fie more than 1 year me betina ho be year adwuma ahona na me tia me ye adwuma all timers Santana market na so be retema ami gifty Judith nyonko en na Chukwudi no Prince Owell enti me peda me bisan there Prince Owell Judith so we free na emperor the girlfriend me ex girlfriend Judith Sam Kaya emperor and the girlfriend say a girlfriend Judith be ya me yanko abo buam papa nkran Judith wo fie na me katsena me ye dwuma na me di bia kwa hwa ya ba he che Chukwudi amama kuma ntomi ye me hu a me hu ni sisi anahu aya na ahyase ye ku na bombodin na ja tobe na ye ja tobe na ye brother kweku mpacho mpade me bisa wasam bi so brother kweku me ba na ba kacho de brother kweku me yon wa ba say me nda da be bisa DNA
yeah
me pacho brother kweku me bisa say me kada wo brother kweku yituwe me yon wa ba na yon me nda da e be bisa DNA
there be
think e ba din tina ba pe anju ni kakra e ba din tina the ma dream for 1 minute because say you mean that
sure
ha e mess ma share black we kuma men ka say me enwa me yo pia me din na branch ko e odi ama for do ma me nya be din de me no din na me practice one do ona wa turn me to this
abotara
why am wounded lion it me so na me see me ya ata audacious everything yankopon
abotara
why am sound question that tell me you know Ghana no kwa no o chama wo
abotara
enti bumbi sam on your damn question na no tell me why you ready to make the end dem go fly maybe someone in onka oyimo and oyimo na afi ya the end oyimo antara onka oyimo bapia na onye ne tidam krum me bo hon ma babi o me excuse everyone na haka ka no am excuse that ya me ya be na aye ha me ya mama bumfu na turn me into something else and dame mess turn me I say wounded my the taboo I want na my dam me ya tin no bra me ya me ka so kwanya brand we oduma fado mama and we come by when you were Ghana we are what the Mbaka will be. Ning nothing wrong. You made it meeting Metabrocho. Me what me one neighbors, minter private house. And so get that million go for what? Minto min kasa bako because I branch the man for home. Baba so any one di brother me jede da branch here ho. O di me fa kwan me do oye bibi si am o de be ye no ye ti no aye no mazin. Sister one fancy ye. Wukun so deny bioma. O deny bioma. Chada oye bibi si am na me ban. It no deny because I saw the perfect Mr. Sister. Wukun na yo sister fam. Mo pictures in your show ni na lo. Me mistake na. I found more 1 or 2 please no other way or your me or your being nana because I'm bad papa complete. Oh you na me wa shape kaka no tisi awa be ship. Oh ya bu fraketon who know ba be say o jan do benin o jan ho so jan other place. Back with pictures in someone my show ni na. Who show ni na dan kasi nka so we ga go ya fi Ghana. Pictures na ba so bebre wo ho. Ni afani ni o se fam. Ni sanswa into Prince Owen into an show woman in sana fa show san ehu. Esi back with you and then you remember maybe Sunday. Oh you question na no. Maybe the end my 1,000 million % the may end. But when you questions na no. Good. No you questions na no biom. They started the end. Nonsense. And I feel so as I in there. Are you ready about Chinyamina go fan get it time? Yeah, Baba.
Very well.
Listen, let's show me put them in show more. Put them in your more shabbos my name.
Now, but Abanyabota, Mamma, we see her now. So,
one back, is some papa Macman to me. I'm that men come from that. Men come from that. Me and come walking English in no true family. I'm not coming from Casa, my mama figured out what one point of my.
Great. Aba Yazube see her and then so not Shahom Joahum Kakrate, our womb. Why
are not my bantam the Macasa Quechi? No one sound. Why can't mean to wound that lion? No man sound. Oh no, all the master son. Me I be admitted them all. Me di abrati wa mama ye, my heja.
Aba, you better say party in the Imri. You were better.
Mr. Brother, and more man questions, no, you questions, no, ma'am.
Yeah.
I am a question, I'm already in the question of Wakana, that's how I am a punk. I mean, what baby, why did it?
Yeah. Good. Inti nyame adoma.
Ana physical DNA and some brother when he pictures ni na nchen we hu. When he nchen no.
Pictures ne de ebi o ma say say ye trend bibi kakra. Inyo nye pictures nya na edibo poi ye trend bibi kakra. Na ya hwe. Them and them.
Na pictures na. Ana the pictures no problem my phone pictures. Mo je rabi yankopon.
Ya bota.
She woman na wo be o si na ni bi. Ana mi be.
Abotara.
Listen, mo friend ne man a wo ja ho tuntum fu yi na hwe wa afu nti da me ba na afu pepepe.
Yeah.
Hwe wo hwen. Na fe me ba na hwen. Maybe I'm we be some questions say nya no. Say nya me dada. But nti na bi say di ye na peda go me ma so wo so do ati. Miss men shout wa men shout. Me custom obe shukra. Chukwudi our friend Prince Howard our friend Chukwudi. Miss men shout wa me ho ato.
God, Aba, Yazube Siate, I won't see Shena Kasha Aibino, O Pulovana, a fee rest. Na Yabasan in waiting, Komate. God. Ntiane Aba gifty, ABC Haimre. So we'll make a very categorical statement tonight. Questions now. Yadiko Bisane, Yanini na she share questions no. The drafted questions, Yamane Kaimu say, we. And bisa the alleged the alleged father of your daughter. Osikwe, okay. Questions we now okay, meaning problem. Near the koi. Into Imrina all your reference to the questions. There's a good reason why into yes are just questions here they call no emu ba kokra ni ho a papa yi otumi yi an and reasons are when yi an no eno so ya de a eha maami papa yi now ebiom wesi so eme ye ni ate ase anadwi so say oye 1,000,000% ready so ono so obeden obeko sa DNA test no so folks that is here assembly ni so ayehu pa yi well we as a responsible platform we would make sure that we take this matter up, but like I said on Wednesday we will speak to a prominent one professor doctor, a Ghanaian doctor in America. What goes on in DNA in some I mean we'll set the parameters right, and then here we are Ghana for Yebema the household of Chukwudi Aswate in a more of in a very nice way so that on one so Chukwudi in so state on the letter say ready also to avail himself. Then it's just a matter of we press the button and then the DNA test here. Folks, this has been the nation's biggest investigative magazine show. The Frontline, of course, came to you on the very 1st of December 2025, the year of our Lord. And of course, December is also gradually walking down the aisle. And sooner later, we would definitely greet the 24th and then the 25th of December. And then 1st January 2026. Folks, but you see, she say program we repeated naka. At the YouTube no so don't struggle. Say akwa the teacher program no oko Frontline show. Events saying yeah the Frontline link no so ebi wo ho. Oko my CTVGH or so ebi wo ho. So 2 links so it's never entails hey my man or this year the reason show or this year power to you power. It's been a long time power this year me tell catch papa yeah my mental one kawate or this year the reason show or US the chair papa pay any ye anoma e wo ho nya yes na prophet prophet why prophet Roger tiemie chame free we know what Jesus present say wo na wo ne asofo bi makoje contract said ye o said we na wo se wenim eguase prophet Roger wenim eguase prophet Roger wenim eguase na wenim nso eba beguase in grand style. I promise you. Yeah. Somebody want to manage you. My manage you quickly before the disgrace come. Me say, openi bi so person manage you. Mo manage you quickly. Asem wo kan so me ne ya adwene. Na wo de mama ne manage you. Me ma pedini manage you. O me nua ba. Ane manage you. Na so wa mana manage wa ewrade. Asem beto. Asem me di wenim be some form wo be za word ne. Wa krom 47 okra mo so mo nyansa mo ba bi didi Ghana fo adwene. Hey, politicians didi Ghana fo adwene. Wo mo boye post say di sika. Na kakra na kai asofo so leading a bit closer to God. Hey, let me tell you, this platform nobody can stop us. Only God can stop us. I repeat, nobody born by a woman, no prophet, no pastor or bishop in this country from the north, south, east and west. I decree tonight all over into the atmosphere, no man of God here in this country can stop us. Only God can stop us. That's why I've thrown the challenge, and I will come after you, this man of God, and many of you will run in between with your tails in your tiles. Will be drane. Some of you, this is come and manage mo. Kuku boatin so be manage o. Manage o. Do I say was so be she. Messages or manage o. Hwe. So be tie na supamuzi dia ene wa wasema. Folks, me dey move here. Asofo one day me wo mo so pa. Asofo pa pim obi re. Wo pim obi re pa wa busy. Wo pim obi re. Just wo bo obi re ahem mpre. And then how? I didn't know how more. Me say the whole businessmen, politicians, journalists talk about why odie one more pe odie pa ya sofo odie medie medie. By the way, I'm from Sia. Program where the YouTube no so betimi akwa akwohwe okwa links na emienu sisi amachem nto okwa frontline my frontline ya Ghana ebi wo ho ana wokọ fence my CTVGH also ebi wo ho kana na mu na mo be fum ba akoso no ya chichem utumi hwe ne ba bia easy ena mo nso amohwe wo TV so nyame nhira mu nya folks biribu sia the repeated show na makana or YouTube no so kwa type my CTVGH or the Frontline Ghana emubia obenya folks we see an great guys of course Echo Bismarck of course he mics me and does all the good stuff and then online editor Kens without his surname then the two indefatigable guys executive producer Yao Yamba incredible did incredible stuffs of course folks ahanam de mubese editors are large Kofi Ansa, Enoch Kofi Ejiri, of course, doing all the back research and helping this show. I'll come your way definitely on Wednesday, same time, 3rd of December 2025, the year of our Lord. My name still remains Kweku Anan. Until I come your way Wednesday, stay out of trouble and bye.